I hope there's some people that come in here tonight. I didn't decide to the last minute that I was going to go ahead and do this. So I didn't schedule it. Well, I did schedule it this morning and then I decided not to because I wasn't sure that I would be able to follow through. But then I decided at the last minute that I was going to do this. So here I am. Here I am, y'all. Got to get all these settings correct. Okay, got all of that. I hope I get people in there. Edith, hello, Edith. Lady, I got 10,014 subscribers. We passed 10,000. Woohoo! I got to get the sound turned off. I don't want all kind of bells and whistles coming in on my live tonight. How are you doing, Edith? And there's Donna. Hi there, Donna. This live is celebration for 10,000 subscribers. I've got 10,014 subscribers right now. Woohoo! Didn't think I'd ever get there. But I'm past it, so I'm tickled to death. Let me bring up my chat here. It's been so hot today. It's still 94 degrees here at 7 p.m. in the evening in Texas. Okay, now if I can find my my live chat here. Yeah, that's what I said. Yippee! 10,014 subscribers. And it seemed like it was like last month that I was wondering if I was going to get 1,000. And here I've passed 10,000 subscribers. Happy day. Happy day. Definitely a happy day. Let me get all these settings correct. I had to put compost tea to some of my plants this morning. Oh, it was so hot. It was so hot out there. Yep, that's what I say, Edith. Yippee. I got 21 people, 21 watching right now. Only 2 in chat, but that's okay. Maybe some more will come into chat. Yeah, I had first scheduled it this morning, and I put it for like 1 o'clock, and then I said maybe I better not do that because I may not get to go live, depending on what I get busy doing in the garden and everything else. And I just got through eating a bite of supper, so I decided, hey, why not go live? I'm not going to do anything else right now. I got stuff sitting on my table that I got to get put up. I got more cameras that I'm programming to put out for trespassers. So I got one out this morning. I got another one I got to get out, and I've got more coming that's going to be, I'll have my whole yard barricaded with cameras, plus what I've already got out there. So I'm covered. I'll be well covered. My yard will be well covered. And there's Thomas. Hey, Thomas. Thomas, we got 10,014 subscribers as of right now. Woohoo! I said I was going to go live and have some kind of live celebration, because once I hit 10,000, and I noticed I hit 10,000 last night, and I almost went back live, and I said, no, everybody's tired. They don't want to get back in the live tonight. So I said, I'll wait till tomorrow and I'll go live and, you know, celebrate 10,000 subscribers. And there's Jay Barrows. Hello. Cindy Davis Noel. Hello. I mean, y'all, you're the people that helped me get to 10,000 subscribers, y'all. Every one of you helped. You got me to 10,000 subscribers plus 14. So I'm happy. I'm tickled to death. Yeah, that's what I say, Cindy. 10K, that's the way to go. Now I'm going to be shooting for the next 10K. Make it 20. You would almost think that's out of reach, but, if you'd have told me I'd end up with 10,000 subscribers a year or so ago, I wouldn't have believed you. I said, I'll never get to 10,000. No way. But hey, I'm there and I passed it, so whoopee. Well, thank you, Donna. I love all of you, too. I love all my subscribers because you've helped me. You've stuck with me through thick and thin, the ups and downs of getting this channel together. And I tell you, it's been a job. Definitely not out of reach. We'll get there. I hope so. Because maybe the more subscribers I rack up, the more viewers will actually watch some of my videos every day. And that's where I'm headed. Got to have those views or I don't make anything. And there's J.R. Garza. Hello. How are you doing this evening? I need a party hat and one of them things you blow. I don't have one. Thank you, Gladys. I said I've hit 10,000 plus 14 subscribers right now, as of the time I hit the button to go live. I'm wearing one of your favorite colors, green. I've got this green blouse, like this, and I've got a pink one just like it. And they were my favorite blouses for a long time. And then I kind of put them in the back of the closet and forgot they were there. But I pulled this one out today, and I really enjoyed wearing it today. It's almost like wearing a new blouse that's been packed away for so long. But I like green, and I like pink. I like blues. I like reds. I like a lot of colors. Used to, my favorite color was blue. And it seemed like I could never get anything in blue. Everything was every color but blue. Yeah, I wished I'd have had a concert or something planned for this. Maybe I'll have one of those coming up pretty soon. I got to do some practicing. I'm down on my practicing, and I got to learn some more music because, my hour-long concert, or the hour-and-a-half concert I did, was at Christmas, and the long one I did at Easter time, it was, basically a lot of church hymns and stuff. And, I don't want to sing Christmas stuff here in June. If I find a blouse I really like, I get a couple of colors. Well, I got this, and I did buy two of them because I got the green and the pink. And I love the pink. And I love this one. I love the color green. I think it's a bright, cheery color green. Hi, Cindy Sandu, stranger. Welcome. It does me good to see some of my people show back up in my lives occasionally that haven't been here for a while. I know everybody gets busy, and I don't expect you to come to all my lives, but when I haven't seen somebody in a while and all of a sudden they show up, it just tickles me. You see my new mixer behind me? Yeah. That's a really neat mixer, but it's heavy. And to use it, I've got to move it out on the counter across on the other side of the kitchen to get to a 3-way plug. But this is where I keep it for every day when I'm not using it. I've got that in my blender, and I got my cooktop fryer behind me, and I got my ice maker back here behind me. You can't see it. My ice maker that my son gave me for Christmas one year. And my cabinet that I built with all my canning stuff on. That's all behind me back here. I get into a little bit of everything. You know, I love woodworking, but it's a hard job. And it does a number on my back and neck injury when I start doing woodwork because it's heavy. It's hard for me to manage it. That's one reason I haven't done any more to my floors because that wood is heavy. Maybe I'll need to get some boards, do tongue and groove boards, and put those down for the kitchen and living room. I'd love that because I love those type of boards. My dad put those in the house he built in North Carolina for us. The walls were done in tongue and groove, knotty pine, the floors, everything. But my mom didn't like it. She covered it with carpet. But the people that bought the house, they pulled the carpet up. And they were amazed at the wood floors underneath. They said there's no way if they had floors like that, they would ever cover them with carpet. I would not have either. That would have been the first thing I would have done if I would have inherited that home that my dad built, would be pull up the carpet and show those wood floors. I think they're beautiful. Cindy said we hung some insulated blackout curtains on my windows on the west trying to keep... Yeah, I've got a black... Well, actually, it's a piece of black fabric that I hung up at the end window facing the street. And I really put the black background there for Christmas wreaths, decorations for Easter and that type of thing. But I kind of like that black background to the window. It helps. And I do have blackout curtains in my bedroom. But that black fabric to the window helps kind of insulate it even more than just having the blackout curtains up there. I know, Donna, I love hardwood floors. And my dad put a double layer of knotty pine tongue and groove floors throughout that whole house in North Carolina that he built. And it's beautiful. I loved it. The walls in the living room or the den now is done in knotty pine. My mom didn't like all that wood. She wanted painted sheetrock. I mean, she grew up in New York City in an apartment, so all the walls were sheetrocked and painted. The floors were either tile or carpet. Nothing in wood, basically. But I love that kind of stuff. I would have loved to have been able to got my parents' house when they were gone, but my mom sold it before, and then she built the smaller home that I drew up the plans for her. I gave her the blueprints for that house that I drew up. She built that smaller house and sold the big one. And at the time, I couldn't afford to pay what she was asking for it. Little did I know she sold it for half of what she was asking at the time that I knew anything about it. But she dropped the price on it to sell it. And it was basically half the price that she was asking originally. And who knows, I probably couldn't afford to buy even at that half the price that she was asking. And there's Joshua. Hey, Joshua, what are you up to? Yeah, you told me about this portable charger you got. Yeah, but I was tickled to death. I no sooner got out of the live last night than I looked at my subscribers, and it had 10,013, I think, something like that. I said, oh my God, I passed 10,000. I need to go back live. And I almost went back live, and I decided, no, I've already been live for 3 hours. I don't need to get back on there again. I'll wait till today. But I told y'all, once I hit 10,000, I got to have a live just to celebrate. So here I am celebrating. I'm becoming popular. Well, I hope I come even more popular because I've got 10,000 subscribers. Where are they when my videos are posted? Cindy says, I remember using dust mops on Mom's wood floors. Anyone remember the 70s shag carpet? My aunt had shag carpet in one room, and we had to vacuum it and then rake it. Yeah, I remember that shag carpet. I never liked it. I didn't like it at all. We never had shag carpet in our house. Because me and my mom both had allergies, and it was always um, what do you call it? Can't even think of it, what I've got on my floor. It's the rolled flooring. Can't think of it. But we never had carpet in our house in Atkinson back home when I was growing up because we had allergies. And Mom didn't want to have to vacuum anyway, so. Yeah, but I remember the mops, the dust mops that you dampen and you just brush over your wood floors and basically clean the dust off and your floor was done. Linoleum is what I'm thinking of, not aluminum, linoleum. And it's thick that I've got down in the kitchen and living room, and I really like it. I wish I had the second floor underneath it. And if I did, I'd just leave this. I wouldn't cover it up, but eventually I'll put the final flooring on top of this linoleum, and the linoleum that's here will act as an insulator to the floor, I guess. And then who knows, I may put something back over the wood that I put in here. It depends on how I get it to looking and what type of wood I get down. But I went to Home Depot trying to get more of the plywood that I bought to put down in the rest of the house, and I couldn't get the right size. So I said, well, I'd either have to go thinner or thicker, and I didn't want to do either one. So I said, I'll wait. I don't have to do it right away. And there's Travis. Hello, Travis. Well, thank you, Travis. You're a new subscriber. Yeah, when I went live tonight, I had 10,014 subscribers. 10,014. So we passed 10,000. Oh, goodness, Caden. We will definitely pray for your mom that's in the hospital that has cancer. That's not anything good to have. How long has she been in the hospital? Sorry, Caden. Yeah, I was wondering how long your mom's been in the hospital. How long has she been battling with cancer, Travis? Or Caden, I'm sorry, Caden. I've got 10,019 subscribers right now. So I've picked up a few more since we've been live. 5 more. A month. Oh my goodness. What type of cancer does she have? My 1880s house has 85% original hardwood oak flooring and quarter cut oak trim on windows, base, backboard. Oh, I bet it's beautiful, Tamara. I love the wood floors and wood walls. I love that. I love the den or the living room area after Dad put all the plywood, not plywood, it was the tongue and groove knotty pine boards up around the living room walls, and he had it on the floor. I thought it was beautiful. I love the older homes. Praying for your mom. I'm tearing up thinking of. Yeah, that's so sad. How old are you, Caden? Brain cancer. Oh no, that's not good. How old are you, Caden? And there's Life with Pippintine. Life with Pippintine, I've hit 10,019 subscribers. Woohoo! You're only 12. Oh, I'm so sorry. A 12-year-old should not have to see their mama in the hospital with cancer. That is so sad. I will definitely be praying for you and your mom and the rest of your family. That's what I said, Life with Pippintine. Woohoo! It was a hard road, but I finally got there. Oh my goodness, Jane Burrows, thank you for that super chat. 10K celebration. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, that was a surprise. I didn't expect that. Thank you so much for that super chat. Caden says, I like your cats. I like them too. They're little fur babies to me. I mean, I love both of them to death. And with all this construction stuff that's going on around me, they pretty much stay in the yard. They don't wander off any. I think they're afraid of all the commotion in the building and the hammering and the machines running and all that kind of stuff. It's a 5,000 mach portable charger. And I don't know, Joshua, I don't know about those chargers and things. Yeah, that's a wonderful gift. Thank you so much, Jay Burrows. Thank you so much. It'll go to good use, that's for sure. I tell you, I was out putting compost tea to some of my plants today, earlier, before noon. It was so hot out there. Oh my God. It's just now dropped to 93 degrees. Just before I went live, it was 94. And now it's dropped to 93. So it's starting to cool off a little bit, not much. What is your favorite food? I love fried catfish. And I love fried chicken. Those are two of my favorites. But then I love all kind of pasta, spaghetti, lasagna. I mean, I love food. There's not much food out there that I don't like or love. I'm just a food person. I'm not picky about what I eat. But there is some things I absolutely refuse to put in my mouth. And escargot is one of them. You will never see me put one of those in my mouth. I don't like raw oysters on the shell. Although I was dared into trying one time. I managed to get one small one, get it down, and that was it. They said, well, now you need another one. I said, nope. One is it. I will never put another one in my mouth. And I forgot to turn my settings off on this phone. Let's see. Because I just heard it go boop, 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 boop. Get that turned off so it won't be making noise. Well, see, I didn't grow up eating tacos and enchiladas. We didn't really eat Mexican food in North Carolina, where I'm from. We didn't eat Mexican food in New York, where I lived part of my childhood, because my mom was from there. We ate a lot of Italian food, Chinese food, because there was a lot of Chinese restaurants around. So when we went out to eat, a lot of times it was in a Chinese restaurant, or we went out to get pizza, something like that. And since my grandparents are Italian, we kind of veered toward eating Italian pastas and that type of thing. And then my dad was totally Southern, so we did a lot of eating fried chicken and all that Southern fruit. Yeah, I love fried oysters now, Jessica. Don't get me wrong. When I went home to North Carolina, I made sure it was at a time that I could get fried oysters in a restaurant. And I went straight to Bandanas one day when everybody was gone to work, because nobody really wanted to go with me to get oysters. They always wanted other types of food. So I said, that's okay. I'll just take off by myself tomorrow when everybody's at work, and I'm going to go get me some fried oysters. And that's what I did. I could taste those things all the way from Texas driving to North Carolina. I just wanted fried oysters so bad. But I drove over to Burgaw, which is the next little town to my hometown, that has a Bandana restaurant. Oh my God, I ordered me a full meal of fried oysters. It was so good. I had to take half of it home with me because it was so much food. But I'll tell you what, those were the best fried oysters I had eaten in years, because you can't get them like that out here. And these oysters were fresh off of the ship that came in, that caught them and got them and brought to the restaurants where they, batter them and fry them. Oh, you can't beat it. And they're great big ones too. Oh, Caden's got to go. Okay, well, we'll see you later, Caden. Give your mom our best, and we'll be praying for her. Is reach for the stars is a saying, Linda. Yeah, reach for the stars. I felt like I was reaching for the stars to head for 10,000 subscribers, but hey, I got there and I passed it. So I guess 20,000 is not completely out of reach, is it? I'll be reaching for the next stars to hit 20,000 now. And that should up my views per day. I mean, you get 10 and 20,000 subscribers. Some of them are bound to watch your videos every day, right? Yeah, I got fried oysters, fresh hush puppies, homemade hush puppies, fries, coleslaw. Oh, it was so good. I could eat me a big plate full of it right now if I had it, and I'm not even hungry because I've already eaten dinner. Oh, you say never mind, you're not leaving us, Caden? My husband is fixing cream cheese stuffed jalapenos wrapped in smoked bacon tomorrow, and he browns Jimmy Dean sausage and mixes it. That sounds good. But you know, I don't use the jalapenos with my stuffed peppers. I use the little sweet peppers that look like a jalapeno, but they're not hot. They're good. If you don't want the hot pepper, get some of those little sweet peppers. You can get them in red, orange, green. Yeah, red, orange. The green ones that look almost like a jalapeno, but they're not hot. I bought a bag of those one time, brought them home, and I stuffed them just like you do the jalapenos with cream cheese and wrapped in bacon. They were so good. Oh my God, they were good. Caden says I collect pocket watches. Wow, that's some kind of collection. How many do you have? Yeah, I did a video on those peppers, showing people that you don't have to have a jalapeno to make a stuffed pepper. Just get some of the sweet peppers that are shaped like that and make your little stuffed peppers with the sweet peppers. They are to die for. They are so good. Life with Pippentine says, Linda, what's one piece of advice you'd give to YouTuber trying to make it? Well, the first and foremost that I could give advice on starting your YouTube channel is be yourself. Don't try to copy someone else. Don't use their names. Don't use their content if you can help it. I mean, it's all good, to watch other YouTubers and get an idea of how they're getting views and stuff like that to give you ideas to get your own. But be yourself. Do your own thing. Don't copy someone else's. Don't try to get your views and your subscribers off of someone else's back. And I'll guarantee you'll get further that way than you ever will any other way on YouTube. Just be yourself. You're 12 and you have 12 pocket watches. Well, good for you, Caden. Sometimes you luck out and get mild jalapenos. I don't think I've ever gotten mild ones. They're all hot. I thought I was going to make some with the Hungarian wax hot peppers because they look so much like a banana pepper. I didn't think they'd be real hot. Oh my God, they're just as hot as a jalapeno. So I'll stick with the sweet little peppers that are shaped like the jalapenos. They make real good stuffed peppers if you don't like the heat. Yeah, I worried about my videos when I first started because I didn't think I looked professional with my videos. I didn't have anybody to video while I did the stuff, So it was kind of hard to be camera operator and the main focus in the video, So I know I made a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of bloopers in my videos. But then it got so people like that. They said, we like that in your videos because we know they're not staged. You're being yourself. So I've stayed true to that. I said, well, they like it that way. So I continue being myself. They don't, I mean, I don't get tons and tons of views on every single video I post, but I get quite a few on most of them, and that's what counts. Yeah, that's the biggest advice I could give anybody starting out. Find something you like to deal with as content for your video and go for it. Don't care if you make a mistake in your video. Let people see it. Let people see that you're a real person. You're not put on. You're not trying to be something you're not. And I get praised on that all the time. The more mistakes I make in my video, sometimes I think the better people like it. Because they'll laugh at me. They'll laugh right along with me when I'm laughing when I do something. Like the time, I don't even know what I was doing, but I was making something that I was putting little tomatoes in, and one of my tomatoes rolled off my counter and into the floor, and I turned around and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I had so many comments on that video. They said, "Did you ever find that runaway tomato?" I said, "Yeah, it was rolled under the table, hiding behind the table leg." Just stay off ladders. Well, now, Donna, sorry about that, y'all, but I was outside walking around in the garden today with no mask, so I'm going to cough. But, there's times I've got to get on those ladders to fix my shade cloth or something out there. You'd rather watch me than to watch Paula Dean, you're amazing. Well, thank you, Edith. Yeah, I mean, it's like the saying, reach for the stars. I mean, when I first started my channel, I didn't think I was ever going to get 1,000 subscribers. I strive so hard to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours just to get monetized. And I didn't think I was ever going to get there. But once I hit that 1,000, it just kind of clicked after that. Oh, it's still bad, Cindy. It's almost like they're waiting for me to leave to come back and do something else. I posted a video on Facebook of it, but I haven't went live on YouTube with it, and I really didn't want to, because a lot of people don't like me, letting off steam about that easement situation on YouTube, so I refrain from doing that. But I've got cameras up, so I'll have evidence, put it that way. And I'm putting more up, so I'll have plenty of cameras to get plenty of evidence. I got another one here. I put one up this morning, and I got another one here. They're trail cams, but they do Wi-Fi. I can check them on an app on my phone and see what's going on. I can even talk through this thing. And I've already put one up this morning or yesterday evening. I haven't got this one's programmed yet, but I will. And I guess I didn't turn the notifications off my camera. Yeah, yesterday some impersonator for YouTube tried to scare us. Yeah, I know the ones that come on and say they're from YouTube and you're going to be shut down and all that crap. They're the trolls, because YouTube's not going to come in alive to tell you something like that. They'll send me a personal message. They're not going to wait and put a message in alive to do it. That's the first thing that I know they're trolls. Gixmo8. Hello, beautiful ladies. You look so pretty in the shirt. I love to give you a big bear hug. However, I have to admit I love look. Oh, come on. Don't tell me you're a troll. We'll get rid of you, Gixmo. Be nice, be respectful in the chat, or we will take you out. I'm giving you fair warning. Yep, keep it family friendly, or you're out of here. Not pocket watches, I don't. I don't think I've ever had a pocket watch. I've got a couple of watches that you wear on your wrist watches, but I've never had a pocket watch. I am too, Joshua. 10,019 as of just a few minutes ago. I just felt like it was a celebration day. But I'll tell you what, I have worked hard to get that 10,000. I can't tell you how hard I have worked to get it. Because it's not easy to keep up a yard, your house, your garden, keep your grass mowed, get videos done. It's a lot of hard work. Yep, he's gone. He won't be back unless he changes his name to something else. Yep, they're idiots, Donna. They have nothing better to do to come in my live and try to aggravate everybody. Yeah, I put in the time, I'll tell you. I mean, that's all I can say is be yourself, work hard, produce your videos, get a content that you love. Don't get something that you don't like because it's something you're going to have to deal with every day on your videos. So you got to love your content. And then just work hard at it. Don't get discouraged if you're not making what you want in the beginning, because it's going to take a while to even start bringing in money. Because like I said, I had to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 viewing hours within 12 months to be able to go live on a portable device. And my camera was nothing on my laptop, so I could never go live on my laptop. It was a terrible camera. So I had to work and work and work just to be able to go live on my portable camera over here. I saw a video, I don't know if it was a real one or if it was a pretend one. Somebody just posted that on TikTok, but it looked like the castle, the whole roof of it was burning. It was ablaze and people were running from it in Disneyland. Do you know anything about that, Joshua? Was that real or was that just a make-believe video they put up? Can you see the watches? Well, those watches are pretty old. I've got one my daughter gave me, or two my daughter gave me. I got one my ex-husband gave me back when we were first married. And they would probably work if I'd take them into the jeweler, because the two watches that my daughter gave me, the batteries are dead in, and I quit taking them in because I quit wearing them. The same with the one my ex-husband gave me when we first got married. I just stopped taking them in and getting new batteries put in them so they don't run. He was wanting to know if I would show the wristwatches that I have to him. You saw a video on Facebook, a man with red hair was using woman's bathroom and did, oh my goodness, Edith. Caden, I was blessed with my grandpa's pocket watch he lost while plowing a field and found 10 years later. That was in the 1930s, almost 100 years ago. Oh, I bet that's worth a fortune, Tamara. That old a watch and it still works? It was real. I caught it on TikTok by accident. And I said, oh my God, that can't be real. But it looked like some kind of castle, and there was just blazes coming out of the whole top of it everywhere. Let me see if I can go grab those watches real fast. I don't know if I've got them in the same place or not. If it don't take me but a minute, I'll get them. I found them. Well, there's another one somewhere. But this is one of them that my ex-husband gave me. And I've got another one just like it, but it's got the silver band on it. This was the gold band. And it's pretty old. I don't know what year it was bought in. And I can't really see the name on it. But it worked. I just let the battery run down in it. And probably if I took it into the jeweler and got a battery, it would work fine. And this is one of my favorite watches. It's a gold nugget band watch. And again, I just let the battery run down and I quit wearing the watches. It's one of the very few bands like this that I can wear that I'm not allergic to. But I always thought that was a beautiful watch. And then I've got this Rolex. And again, I wore this one constantly. I just let the battery run down because I was carrying the cell phones. And, you know, you got your time on your cell phone. You don't really need a watch. So I just got out of the habit of wearing watches. But if I took it into the jeweler and put batteries in them, all of them would work. And like I said, I got another one just like this, only it's got a silver band where this one is gold. But they're perfectly fine watches. I just let the batteries run down. Well, I thought that was an innocent enough request to be able to see the watches. And since he's a watch collector, you know, hey, I have to show him my watches, right? I would have loved to have had the watch my mom had. My dad gave her years and years and years ago. She had it put away in the jewelry box, and finally she took it out and started wearing it again. Not too many days, years before she passed away. And all she had to do was go put a battery in it, and the watch ran fine. And I don't know who got it when my mom passed away, but I've never seen it again, so I don't know where it is. I didn't even get most of the stuff that my mom had written in the will and left to me. It disappeared. Other family members got it, went somewhere with it, so. But, I don't get into squabbles over stuff like that. If they felt like they needed it more than me, more power to them. Show my nails. My nails are awful. I dig in the garden all the time. They're not even done. I've just trimmed them back because they were breaking, and I was splitting them off in the garden doing stuff. You love the watch your grandma gave you, Caden? Yeah, I always loved the gold nugget watches I saw people wearing. When I found this one, and I was actually able to wear it, and it didn't break my arm out, oh, I was tickled to death. Because usually the metal bands break my arm out. Because I'm allergic to the metal in them. But this one never did break my arm out. Well, none of these watches would break my arm out. I think it's nickel is the metal that they put in a lot of stuff that would break me out. And evidently these watches don't have nickel in them. So. But anyway, so much for that. We got another troll in here. No, I've already showed them. Y'all seen them. Is that the one you think's the troll that's asking to see my nails, Gladys? I thought that was kind of an odd request. I already showed one hand. I mean, that's kind of abnormal. I've already showed them to you. Now, if I had them real done up fancy and everything, I could understand somebody wanting to see them, but they're just plain old fingernails. There's nothing special about them. Well, thank you. This is Johnson. I've never seen a name like that. This is Johnson. Yeah, some people are just weird, MT. Well, I take a lot of vitamins and stuff to help grow nails and hair and keep your body healthy, so maybe that helps. Yes, I think it was one that was here and Edith asked him and he changed his name. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I don't know why I keep all these watches. I mean, but they're perfectly good if I ever wanted to wear a watch, you know. I could just go to the jeweler and get batteries for them. Because I was never able to get batteries for my watches at Walmart or anywhere like that. They didn't have the type of batteries that went in my watches, especially the Rolex. You have to go to the jeweler to get one to go in that. And there's Jeremy. Hello, Jeremy. I've hit 10,019 subscribers. Woohoo! Can you believe it? Oh, it's 10,022 now. We keep going up, y'all. Woohoo! Keep going up. I have a pocket watch from 1872. Well, you better hold on to it, keep it in good shape, because that would be worth quite a bit of money right now. 10,022 subscribers, y'all. Can you believe it? I'm amazed. I'm glad so many people like my craziness. Yeah, when that tomato rolled off the counter and in the floor and I didn't see it anywhere, I said something like, "Oh well, I didn't need that tomato anyway," and everybody cracked up laughing at me. They said, "Thank you, Linda Foster." Oh, it just makes me feel so good to have passed 10,000. 10,022. Oh my God. Didn't think I'd ever get there, but I'm there and keep on trucking, y'all. I'm just being myself. You see the bloopers, you see the good things, you see some of the bad things, and everybody seems to like it all. So I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing. I don't know. The company that I could think of is Timex, but that's probably not the very first watch that was ever made. I don't have any idea. Caden may know. I have no idea, Joshua. Ones came out with plastic bands. Mom would say, "Now you know someone ugly enough to make a watch stop." Bless you. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Mary. I hit 10,022 subscribers. Can you believe it? I'm just like in awe. I can't believe I got that far. Me and my craziness and my fur babies. But people like to watch my videos. What can I say? And I'm happy they do. I know Timex has been around for a long time, but probably not the very first watch that was ever made, because those watches, that the pocket watches on the chain, they were the first watches I think ever developed, and I don't have any idea what the name on those were. I mean, some of the later ones may have been Timex. I don't know what the very first ones would have been. Let me see if Google knows. Brand name of first watch ever made. See what comes up. It said the brand name of the first watch ever made is generally attributed to Peter Henlein of Nuremberg, who created the Pomander watch around 1505. This watch is considered the first portable timepiece, making a significant step in the history of horology, whatever that is. There's pictures of it. I remember seeing watches similar to that in some of these old-timey movies. Yep, 1505. Man, that was a long time ago. Wow. There's a better picture of one. It just opened up and then you closed it. But that's one of the pocket watches on a chain. They found a Timex in the tummy of Jaws 50 years ago. Really? There's no telling what you'll find in the stomachs of those great big fish. Because you know they swallow anything that's shiny. Or sometimes anything they can get in their mouth. The oldest watch brands in the world. Look at this watch. That doesn't even look like a watch. It looks weird. They did have a movie, Jaws is on tonight for 50 years. Oh, really, Mary? Wow, I didn't know that. I might have to watch that. Oldest watch companies in the world. Oh, they go back to 1466, y'all. Gallet was the brand of watch in 1466. 1642, it was Haldeman. 1681 was Jean Richard. 1695 was Graham watch. 1721, Raketa. 1735 was Blancpain or something like that. So, I mean, they've got a long list of watchmakers that go way back. 1466. You would not even have thought they had watches at all in 1466. But they did. I thought I could bring up a picture of it. Oh my God, there is the oldest watch in the world. And it looks like a ball that opens up. It's on a little pedestal. That is the oldest watch in the world, y'all. That is so crazy. That looks like something you'd put something inside of, like a ring inside of it or something. It don't look like it would be a watch. Craig Stevens. We don't care if you're sitting in your front yard naked right now. And you don't need to tell the world in my live chat. We don't want to know. Don't care. Make another comment like that and you're out of here. Yeah, it looks kind of like a kitchen timer. It looked to me when I first looked at it, it looked like an old-timey ring box. Because they had little tiny boxes that were made out of metal that you open the top and you put your rings in. That's what came to my mind when I first saw it. It didn't look like a watch. It looked like a little container you put a ring in. Well, go do your perverting somewhere else, Craig, not in my live chat. We don't like your pervertness in my chat. So go do it somewhere else. My dad would wear a watch and it just didn't work. Something to do with this. Yeah, sometimes there are people that watches don't work with. There's something in their body that doesn't agree with whatever it takes for the watch to work. Joe Diane, hello. You must be a new subscriber. Too late, I'm doing it here. Oh, really? Jody Ann. Oh, Jody Ann. That's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry, I mispronounced your name. Yep, he's a donkey butt, Gladys. We get rid of donkey butts. I don't pronounce a lot of people's name correctly. And I have to apologize about that. But I don't think I've ever seen Jody Ann spelt all together like that before. So I wasn't sure how you pronounce it. Jody Ann or Joe Diane. But welcome. Evidently you're a new subscriber. We welcome our new subscribers. Yeah, go get him, Gladys. Put him in his place. Really, there's a Disney theme park in Japan? I didn't know that either. I learn something new every day, Joshua. Thank you, Edith. I kind of like this color too. I bought two of these blouses. One is in pink and one's green, but I bought them years ago. They've just been hanging in the closet, and I've been wearing everything else, and just happened to see this in there today, and I decided I'd go green. And there's Jenny Leggett. Hello, Jeannie. Through watching your video making green beans and potatoes, I could almost taste them. I don't have any green beans in my garden this year. The weather was not favorable for my beans. I picked a handful of foot-long beans, but part of them are dried out. So I could possibly shell them and cook them, but there's not but a handful of them. Or just keep them for seeds to plant next year. But yeah, my foot-long beans and my other beans just didn't do too well this year. Tamara, there you go. If you say ass, it's the same as donkey. My tomatoes made up for all of the no beans. And really, I didn't get that many potatoes, so my tomatoes made up for all that. Boy, I've been getting lots of tomatoes here lately. Caden says, sorry I made the live stream to watch talk. Well, what's there to be sorry about? I'm glad you're here, Caden. It's nice to know there's a watch collector out there. Keep on with your collecting. You'll make a lot of money off of your watches one day. Got to keep them in good shape. Yes, we got to know more about watches. Yeah. We always like new topics in the live stream. Yeah, you're good, Caden. Get her done, Caden. I think it's cool that you're... Yeah, I think so, too. If you look up Tokyo Disney Sea, Linda, you will see what it looks like. Okay, I'll have to do that, Joshua. It's still 93 degrees, y'all. And here it is at 8:03 in the evening, and it's 93 degrees here in Texas. My AC is just constantly running. You probably hear it. It's so loud. I heard one of my neighbors back here that's been trying to push over the easement said something about my AC was too loud the other day. He said their AC wasn't that loud. Well, they got probably like a 1-ton unit to their house. I got a 3-ton unit here. It keeps my house cool. As cool as I ever want it. But you hear it running. It's not quiet. And I didn't realize there was a level of control on how loud your AC unit is. I don't know. People could come up with the awfulest, craziest things to complain about. Exactly. And I don't even think he lived here. He was one of the workers building the fence and had been working on that new house that had went up over there. They never have finished that fence. They put it up partly around the back of the yard, and they don't even have posts down along beside it. So evidently they don't intend to fence it in all the way down the side. They're just going to fence it in like it is right now. Thinking they're going to fence mine in with it, but they're not. But oh well. That's another situation right there. Yeah, thank God for AC. Could you imagine how hot it would be in this house right now if it was 93 outside? Because it's usually about 20 degrees hotter in a mobile home than it is outside. I know how hot it gets in here. I spent one whole summer in this house with no AC at all because my AC went out and I couldn't afford to replace it or get it fixed. And it was a window unit. And finally, when I did replace it, I put in a central air unit. Central air and heat. Puts you out like a light, the sound of a window unit. Well, mine sounds like a window unit, but it's a central air. But that compressor outside, you hear it running, oh, it's loud. It's really loud. Abraham Lincoln used a Walden pocket watch. Yep. I remember in movies that you see him, he's always got a pocket watch, but I didn't know what kind it was. You know, in all the old westerns in the saloon days, everybody that had a watch, it was one of the pocket watches. They either had it in a pocket up on their shirt or they had it in a little pocket at the top of their pants. It was a special pocket that watch fit right into, and the chain would hang down beside it. Well, it cuts off the noise, the outside noise of other stuff to me. You know, I hear my window unit. I don't hear anything else going on outside. 210 air conditioner. It's 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment. Oh, finally that compressor cut off. The fan's still blowing here in the house, though. Yeah, you're a good history study. I bet you do good in history, don't you, Caden? In school? You get good grades in history in school? I bet you do. Crazy. I never noticed what time this stopped at. This watch stopped at 19 before 4 p.m. See what time this one stopped. It stopped at 12:39. And this one stopped at 5:11. 11 minutes after 5. Don't know what year. It's been a long time ago, though. We do run hours for a while, and sometimes my dad opens the window in the living room when it's cooler. Well, mine is on a thermostat, so if it gets cool enough outside that it's cooled down inside, my AC just does not come on. I got to turn my spigot off. It's dripping again. I can hear it. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Oh. It's cooler here in Arkansas. Really, Joshua? I would think it would be just as warm in Arkansas as it is here. Because it usually stays pretty hot in Arkansas. We're supposed to be 104 heat index tomorrow, so my AC has turned on. I have it set at 89, but I do turn on a window AC in my bedroom at night if needed. I have kitchen ceiling fan, so I'm okay. think I've got my AC set at 79. I think that's what it's set at. I probably should move it up a little bit. It gets pretty chilly in my bedroom at night. I sleep under my blankets. But that's when you can do some good sleeping in the summertime. You know, if you keep your house cool enough that you got to sleep, put a blanket on top, you can do some good sleeping like that. Hey, how are you? We were in the high 70s today. Oh, it was 95 here today. It's 93 right now. Yep, you can. I mean, you can Google what the weather is anywhere. You mean 79 degrees, not 89. Yeah, I usually keep my thermostat right on about 78, 79. But you know, if it's 90 degrees outside, your AC's going to run. Well, that's good. You're in the pool most of the day. It makes a difference in this heat if you have a pool that you can get in because it cools your body down so much. I miss the one I used to have in my yard because I could get out there in the afternoon, cool off in that pool, come in the house, and I stayed cool for the rest of the evening. I don't know, Donna. He just quit coming in. I think he's just busy doing his own thing. And Wilson, too. I've sent another email to him, but he's not replied. Canadian Grower. He said, hi, Linda. For some reason, I'm subscribed to you. Well, good, Canadian Grower. How's the weather in Canada? It's 93 degrees here right now, and it's 8:12 p.m. in the evening, and 93 degrees. Maya's built in the backyard pool. Well, that sounds even better than the one I had. I had one of those big float ring pools. Oh, it felt so good to get in there and just lay back on that big old float ring. Oh, you could relax. You were flipping through live stream and you popped up. Well, there you go. It was destiny, Canadian Grower. It was destiny that you found me. It's not bad chilly at night time, though, huh? But it's still probably pretty cool in Canada, isn't it? Arnold Apartment Complex has a basketball court, a golf course, and a swimming pool. Huh. Sounds good. Be nice if I had an in-ground pool, but it would be something else I'd have to keep clean and take care of. I'd almost give up my garden for my pool. Do you grow a garden, Canadian Grower? By your name, I assume you do. No, I do not play golf, Joshua. I've played putt-putt a time or two, but I've never been playing on the golf course. The only thing I've ever done on the golf course was take one of the golf carts and just go crazy riding around on it, interrupting everybody's game. That was back when I was a lot lighter and a lot cuter. They let me get away with it because they thought I was so cute. I was a cute blonde, pretty little blonde, because my hair was almost platinum then. I can't believe our apartment complex we're in right now has one Does apartment in Texas have a golf course too? No, they don't have a golf course in the apartment complex, but we have several golf courses around different places. You still are very cute. Well, thank you, Edith. Not like I was back during that time. I weighed like 105 pounds, was a platinum blonde, and I was kind of cute. You could get away with busting up somebody's golf game when you're cute. And all they do is laugh at you when you come through. Tamara said, so I wanted a pool. I'm so glad my husband said no. There's no way I could take care of it without him. Yeah, it's a job taking care of a pool. That's one reason I just got one of the big float ring pools. Because, it was a job just keeping that clean. Keeping leaves out of it because I put it under the trees. I kept it covered when I wasn't in it. But still, debris would get in the pool and you would have to clean it out. Keep your filters changed. Keep your chemicals in, your tablets. I mean, it wasn't too much of a job with the float ring pool, but, it was some work. It was worth it then, though. I don't know if I'd want to deal with it now. Sometimes there's neighbors outside playing basketball and we're on the second floor. I can hear that. Really. My neighbors, the new neighbors across the street, they got them a pool. It's one of the little hard-sided pools for the kids. They seem to enjoy it. They're out there late at night in it with the TV out on the porch. I said, well, that looks like a good time. Oh, man. Woo. I'm getting sleepy now. Yeah, really, who needs a golf course at an apartment building? I mean, like Pecan Plantation subdivision, they have a golf course. I think Dacre Dover Bend has a golf course. They're all big subdivisions, ritzy subdivisions with country clubs. Granbury has a golf course. There's a big golf course like you're going down toward Glen Rose. So there are golf courses around here. They're just not at an apartment building or anything. Yeah, Donna, all of us were cute once. We could get away with a lot of stuff when you're cute. But I went to this big company picnic for TU Electric at the country club in Pecan Plantation. And they had it outside. They had it all catered and they had big tents up where the food was and everything. And the guy that I went with asked me, he said, you want to go play golf? I said, no. He said, what do you mean you don't want to go play golf? I said, the only thing I'd want to do on the golf course is take one of their golf carts and have a demolition derby with it. And we went and got a golf cart and we started riding around the golf course and we went through everybody's game. And he would tell everybody, oh, I'm sorry for interrupting your game, but she wanted to go riding in the golf cart. And they'd laugh and said that was all right. She's cute. They let us get away with it. It was a fun time. But we didn't do any demolition, that's for sure. Yeah, I played on the little putt-putt courses. I've never played on the actual golf course or mini course. Just played on the putt-putt courses. They're fun because you don't have to walk miles and miles to get to the other hole. I mean, I never could understand that. Why do I want to play a game where I got to hit a ball from where I'm standing for a mile down on the other side that I got to go get in a golf cart to get to the other hole? I never saw any sense in that. It's like I don't want to waste my time trying to get the ball all the way over there and get it in that hole that I can't even see. I mean, I make fun of it, but I know there's people out there that love golf. Don't get me wrong. They're entitled to play golf if they want to. No, I haven't heard about the Nintendo Switch 2, Joshua. Don't have any idea about it. MT said pools are a lot of work and expense unless it's a kiddie pool from Dollar General. Well, the float ring pool wasn't too bad. I mean, you did have the pump and filters. You did have the little tablets that you had to keep in the water to keep it clean. I had a net on a long pole that I could dip in to get debris or leaves out of the water if they fell in. That type of thing. So it wasn't too bad. It was not like having a great big in-ground concrete pool. Prairie pool is what I call golf. My husband loved golf. Prairie pool. Good evening, Virgo boy. How are you doing? We've hit 10,022 subscribers, Virgo boy. Can you believe it? Woohoo! Edith said she remembers when she was a cart girl. It was very demeaning. Oh, no. Are aunt and uncle swimming pools 9 feet deep in the deep? I have no idea. I've never heard of it called an aunt and uncle swimming pool. Thank you, Virgo boy. Woohoo! Yeah, Jethro called it a cement pond. That's basically what it is, a cement pond with a filter. The Beverly Hillbillies was so corny and crazy, it was funny. Ten-foot swimming pools in their backyard. Really, Joshua? It's 88. It's still 93 degrees here. And it's 8:33 p.m. And Granny was your favorite. Been in the apartment with the AC on high. I've been inside most of the day because I'd get out every once in a while and it gets so hot. And I've just got sweat dripping off of my face. My hair is wet. And I'd have to come in and cool off. Yeah, I haven't checked the forecast. I don't know what it's supposed to be up to tomorrow here. Probably in the high 90s or more. Because I think our hot weather is set in. I think our rainy season is over with. Joshua said, or aunt and uncle, they bought it 2 years ago, who won the 36,000 square foot house with a swimming pool, basement, and 4 bedrooms. Huh. My ex-husband in North Carolina won a $250,000 home. He won it in the next town over from him, in a place he said he would never go to live. But as soon as he got all the paperwork straightened out on it, he sold the house. So he put quite a hunk of money in the bank for himself out of that. He entered that St. Jude's hospital contest thing they have once a year, where you buy. He always gave $100 to St. Jude's Children's Hospital once a year, and I guess that's how you get your name in the pot. And they were giving away cars, money, that house. And it was a brand new house. Nobody had ever lived in it. Yeah, my daughter's house is about hers is like 700,000 or 800,000. My son's is about 500. But he won that house. It was up there in pretty good money, pushing 500,000. And like I said, he went up there to look at it, did a video of it. I saw the video where he was going around looking at the house. It was a beautiful home, but he said he'd never moved to that town to live in it. So he put it up for sale and sold it pretty quick. I mean, people grabbed it because it was, it was almost famous because it was the house giveaway in the St. Jude's Children's Hospital drawing. So there was a couple that jumped on buying that house. It didn't take him long at all to sell it. It's not real humid right now, but it was when we had all the rain. I mean, it's more humid right now than it normally is for Texas, but give it a couple of weeks and it won't be. It'll be dry, dry, dry. Because I don't think we got any rain coming up anytime soon. The basement is 800 square feet. Well, your basement is as big as my house is. I forgot what footage my house is. Let me see. My house is 780 square feet. So your basement is bigger than my house. I could live in your basement. Well, a lot of people convert their downstairs into apartments and they rent them out. My brother, when he was still living in New York City, he rented a basement apartment. And it looked just as good as any other apartment would if it was not in the basement. He was just in the basement. But he got tired of the cold and the snow and the ice and in New York, so he moved to Tucson, Arizona, where it's just the extreme opposite. Man, there's houses around here, Joshua, that sell for 3 or 4 times $500,000. Not in this subdivision, but we've got some that are pretty expensive, 250, 300,000, right in this neighborhood here. That one across the street was 250. I haven't looked up the one beside me over here, the last one that was built. I don't know what they're asking for that, and I don't have any idea what they're asking for the one behind me. I don't know if they've got it listed through the realtor yet. Yes, sir, people live all the time in basement apartments, Joshua. Oh, wow, I got 46 thumbs up, y'all. That's pretty good. J Moon, hello. You must be a new subscriber. I have a cousin who is autistic. You know what that means. He loves Pokemon and he plays for Fortnite too. And Caden's back. Welcome back, Caden. Virgo Boy says, does YouTube pay you for shorts? I don't really think you get paid for anything under 8 minutes. You got to have a video posted at least 8 minutes to get to have monetization. But your shorts count as views. You don't actually have advertisements on it or anything because they're not long enough. But you get paid for the views. They are added to your other views. So the views add up. We're doing great, J Moon. How are you doing? What part of the woods are you from? Sort of knew it, but started my channel soon. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know some people that's basically all they ever do is post shorts. And the views do add up. But you got to have a video at least 8 minutes or longer for sponsors to put ads on your videos. I didn't know we're both autistic, me and him. I'm blind and he's not. Yep, you're the pocket watch man, Caden. Still working on content ideas, but I'm anxious to do so. I'm doing okay, thank you. At work, night shift in Kentucky. What type of work do you do, J Moon? He's a night shift person in Kentucky. My cousin also has a YouTube channel as well. I forgot the name of it. He does all covers, by the way. Like singing. Yeah, I like singing too. I've got a couple of concerts on mine. Like I did 1 or 2 at Christmas, Easter. And there's Anthony. Hey, Anthony. I hit 10,022 subscribers. I had to go live. Because I told everybody if I get to 10,000, it was going to be a subscriber party. And I've hit 10,022 subscribers. Yeah, it's a huge deal to me because I didn't think I'd ever get there. And I'm here and keep going. Thank you, J Moon. It was a lot of work getting there, I'll tell you. Because I've got around 2,000 videos out there, not counting the shorts and not counting the lives I've done. Oh, it's a lot of work. Where are you from? I'm originally from North Carolina, but I've been living in Texas since 1978. So I tell everybody I'm an adopted Texan. I've lived here for so long. Caden says, I have a music box that's 98 years old. Oh my goodness. You're quite a collector, Caden. I bet that music box is worth a pretty penny. I couldn't ever imagine getting that many when I first started, Anthony. I didn't think I was going to hit 1,000. Well, I've had my channel for many years, and I got it hijacked one time, and I didn't even have access to my channel, so I had to start another one. But I've been actively posting videos and doing my garden channel and cooking channel for about 3 years now. So it's taken me 3 years to get 10,000 subscribers, so it's a big deal. Your aunt and uncle and my cousins have been doing Disney World. I've never seen big theme park in Florida before. Why is Dylan mad, Anthony? Has he being punished for something else? Yeah, now what? What's he done now? I hope they haven't drained the pool to clean it again. I think once is enough for that. And because he can't go swimming. What's he done that he can't go swimming, Anthony? Or what has he not done? J Moon says, okay, I was born in Kansas. Have some people in Houston, out in the country outside Dallas. My mother lived in Severn, North Carolina for a while. Visited Kitty Hawk once. Well, I'm originally from North Carolina, a little town called Atkinson, right on the coastline where Carolina, Wrightsville Beach, and Wilmington's located. That's the area I'm from. The most beautiful man-made natural beaches you've ever seen in your life. They're not man-made. I don't know why I said that. They're all natural beaches. They look like somebody trucked in white sand to them, but it's all natural sand. The doctor said can't get his cast wet. Oh, that's right. He's got a cast on his arm. He can't go swimming. I had a short-term lapse of memory right then, Anthony. I forgot all about Dylan's cast. Well, he can go sit in the pool or he can sit on the side and put his feet in. Just keep his arms out. Yeah, he might not be able to physically go swimming, but he could sit there and put his feet in the water. Doctor gave him pain medicine. Yeah, and that's just going to ruin part of his summer this year. As many weeks as he's got to be in a cast. I broke the bone in my arm one time in an accident, but since it was split from the joint down, they didn't put me in a cast because they said it would do no good to put me in a cast. So they put me in a body sling. I mean, I had my arm right up to my rib cage. I had it in a sling, and then they had me wrapped up around my body so I couldn't move my arm. My God, by the time I was out of that body cast or wrap that they put me in a sling, I could not even straighten my arm out. I mean, it wouldn't straighten. I'd have to take this a hand and push on my wrist to push my arm open and out. And it took me days of pushing and pushing and pushing, trying to stretch the muscle in my arm to ever be able to straighten my arm out. I didn't think I was ever going to get it straightened out. And I tell my mom to grab my hand and just pull. She says, "No, I'll hurt you." So I'm there just like this, all the time. Well, thank you, J Moon, for coming into my live. We appreciate you subscribing to my channel, and I'm glad you found me. Hope you'll come back again next time. Whenever I decide to go live, you never know anymore. But if you got notifications on, you'll get notified when I go live, so you'll know. Yeah, we'll talk to you later, J Moon. Have a good night. Yeah, I thought they put plastic type casts on nowadays, but I have seen people with plaster cast on, so it's not a thing of the past yet, quite yet. I guess it depends on the break, what kind of cast they put you in. Yeah, I would think it depends all on the type of break, where the break is, all that different stuff that will go into what determines whether you get a plaster or a plastic cast. Oh man. Oh. I slept so good last night I didn't want to get up this morning. "30 days away until the new Disney Starlit Parade is debuting at Disney World." Jeremy said, "I just got in from the bar." Did you go out there and celebrate my 10,000 subscribers, Jeremy? I hit 10,022 subscribers. So you went out celebrating for me. How long have I been live? I don't know. What time did I go live? About 7 o'clock? A few minutes after 7, I think. And it's almost 9 now. So we've been live for about 2 hours. I'm not even going to ask what you found in your kitchen, Anthony. I hope it's not another ghost. It was a local hangout with you and your friends. Well, you celebrated for me. Good for you. I can't imagine what Anthony found in his kitchen this morning. He's going to say another ghost and I'll die. You got Caden has a cat named Toaster. How in the world did the cat ever get the name of Toaster? It was a 16-foot python. I went running like a baby. What was a 16-foot python doing in your kitchen? Oh my goodness. It's a cute name, Toaster, but I'm wondering how they ever got the name of Toaster. And I'm wondering how a 16-foot python got in Anthony's kitchen. He got away from the neighbor and she never said a word and she never told anybody. Well, how did you know who to contact to see who got lost their snake? A 16-foot python would swallow a baby. You know that, don't you? My son's friend that he went to school with, he ended up with small pythons in his house and had a big aquarium, glass aquarium that he kept them in. But every once in a while he'd take them out and let them just loose on the floor. Now his pythons had gotten big enough that he had to buy rats to feed it. And then it got to the place where he was getting rabbits to feed his python. Now, when a snake gets big enough that he can swallow a rabbit whole, he's not going to stay in my house. Plain and simple. He's going to find other accommodations to live in. Not my house. You wake up one night and your leg be up a darn python's mouth up to your hip. Yeah, pythons, they might not be poisonous, but they're dangerous because they can swallow you whole. He called 911 and they laughed at him. Well, what would you think, Anthony? If you were on the police force, if somebody called in the police station, you answered the phone, and they say, hey, I got a 16-foot python in my kitchen, come get him. I don't like snakes either, Marion. I'd go crazy if I had a 16-foot python in my kitchen. I mean, a 16-foot python, they could swallow whole chickens, whole cats, whole dogs, you name it. He's a dangerous animal when he gets that big. Mammal or whatever you want to call him. Yeah, Toaster is just a funny name. I was just wondering how in the world you ever got the name of Toaster for the cat. Thank you, Louie. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I've got over 10,000 subscribers, 10,022 last time I looked. That's what I say, Jeremy. The only good snake is a dead one. I don't care if he's poisonous or not. I don't like snakes of any kind. Could you imagine seeing Anthony half asleep, going to his kitchen to get him some coffee made, and he's confronted with this 16-foot python? That is just comical to me. They try to tell you to shoot it, but you say they're crazy. Yep, Roger Chambers. I passed 10,000K. Whoopee! Yeah, python boots and belts is what I'm thinking. Skin that sucker. Boots, belts, caps, hats, whatever. You're say Sweden and awesome to watch. No wonder you have so many subscribers. Well, thank you, Jeremy. Not me. I'm thinking it's time to move on. Yeah, I'd be getting out of that snake's way if I had a 16-footer in my kitchen. I wouldn't be grabbing a knife to butcher him or anything else. I'd be going somewhere else, maybe to the fire department down the street, and say, hey, you guys need to come get this snake out of my kitchen. Your mom's coming home next week? Well, good, Caden. She'll be out of the hospital next week. I don't know, Joshua. I don't know if a laser can kill a snake or not. I think it's time I move houses again. I don't deal with snakes. Oh my God, Anthony. If it's not a ghost in one place, it's a snake in the other. What is it going to be in the next one? You'll have bears coming in or some odd creature. Well, that was funny that the owner of that snake didn't notify the neighbors that the snake was loose. She said, I'll just wait and let him show up somewhere. They'll let everybody know soon enough that they found a snake. Yeah, It got to the place where every day he had to have a rabbit to feed that snake. That's how big that snake had gotten. And I said, if he's big enough to swallow a big rabbit hole, he can swallow a baby, and he wouldn't be in my house. He's big enough that he could get my leg up to my hip down his belly, and I don't want him in my house. Or I'd end up with my head inside of a snake's mouth some night. No, whoever the neighbor, they need to be confronted about that. They need to keep their snake contained to their own house or get rid of it. Move to Mars, Anthony. Oh, the police officer shot it. Well, good for him. Evidently, that woman didn't care, or she'd have put out a notification that the snake was loose for the whole neighborhood to be on the lookout for it. That's what I'm wondering. How did it get in the house to begin with? But you know, snakes are funny creatures. They can come up holes where your drain pipes come up in the house, or your water lines, or anything like that. They can squeeze right through them. Climb through the dryer vent because my washroom is right next to the kitchen. Anthony went from ghosts to snakes. Now, I don't know what the third one's going to be. Yeah, I know that snakes can sense heat. There will be no third one, hopefully. Well, if the snake is dead, you don't have to move because the snake is gone. So I'd stay where I was. I don't think I'd move. Because if the policeman shot the snake's gone. You don't have to worry about that snake anymore. He won't be back. You think Mars is the safest place? No, I think I'd stay right where I was, Anthony, since the policeman shot the snake. He got rid of the snake for you, so that snake ain't going to come back. His ghost might come back, but that snake won't. My chat on my camera over here just completely stopped. Yeah, just get the vent fixed and don't worry about it. The snake's gone. Well, then you'd run into all the Mars creatures, Caden. He may not be any better off in Mars than he would be here. Because there's probably some kind of space aliens up there. Poor Anthony. He's always got something going on in his house. GVN West. I don't know who you are. I guess you're a new subscriber. I've not seen your name before. Bop it. think you need to hire a security team. David Bender, hello from Wisconsin Rapids. We're no better off going to Mars. If that's the case, I would just go to the White House and live in Lincoln bedroom. The snake kept you away from your coffee this morning, so you door dashed it. Oh my goodness. I don't know, Joshua. Anthony says he thinks he needs to hire a security team. Well, let's hope none of your other neighbors have any weird creatures that they keep in their house. They will get loose and end up in your kitchen. Good app to get household products at a good price. Really, Anthony? Where is that? Said he found a new subject. I found a good app to get household products at good prices. It's called Temu. Can you order? Yeah, I've ordered from them before, but I'll tell you, they'll get you hooked on it. They'll keep offering you free stuff they'll give you these 4 free items, but you got to spend $30 to get them. And then the next time you get on there, they'll offer you some more free items, but you got to spend $50 to get the free items. So I watch what I get from there from now on, because they'll sucker you in. And before you know it, you'll be spending more than you want to spend. I ordered some of my shade cloth for my garden. I've ordered netting to put over some of my garden plants to keep the bugs out. I've ordered like garden stakes from them. You know, I've ordered a few things from Temu. They're pretty good. And if you don't like the item when you get it, you can return it. They don't quarrel about giving you a refund, that's for sure. Anthony says, yeah, they do. I spent $210 on there today, and I felt bad for it, but I wanted the stuff. Yes, I've heard of the movie Aladdin, Joshua. I think I have watched it several times, because they put out over the years numerous different versions of Aladdin. And there's Andrew Hart. Hello. What and all did you order from them, Anthony? Me knowing the prices at Temu, you get a lot of stuff for $210. You'll have quite a few delivery trucks stopping at your house. When Aladdin rubs that lamp to get the genie out of the thing, he said 10,000 years will get you such a crank in your neck. I didn't know that bank can offer you a card for your child because I got two, one for Dylan and one for Alex, but I didn't know they did that. I didn't know they did it either. You ordered a new coffee mug that steals itself. I ordered steering wheel cover for my car. I ordered a new bed sheet mattress. I ordered a phone case. I ordered two more phone cases. I ordered me a spatula, a bunch of bows, pots and pans, and I ordered me like these 3 different boxes of what they call teapots. I'll show you when I make a video of it. Okay. Looks to me like you did quite a bit of shopping on Temu. Temu or whatever they call it. I order quite a bit of stuff from Amazon, but usually it's stuff I need for the house or the yard or the garden. Oh, your charger's got a retractable cable, Joshua? Yeah, I did. I thought to myself, I may need my card taken. Oh. I hate it when I forget to turn notifications off. More about this portable charger. And there's Alvin Emmons. Hello, welcome to chat. But you're not allowed to order from Amazon anymore? What did you do with Amazon that you're not allowed to order anymore? I'm good, Alvin. How are you? Caden says he gets his pocket watches on eBay. Well, good, Alvin. What part of the country are you from? I don't remember where I order mine, but I get a 40, I think it's like a 40-yard bolt of it for like $10. That tool. I think that's probably about the best buy you're going to get on a 40-yard bolt of tool. And it's like 50 some inches wide, I think. It's pretty wide. I think mine was on Amazon where I ordered mine. That was like for $9.99 a bolt for the tool. You're from New York. I used to live in New York years and years ago growing up. My mom was originally from New York City. We lived in Manhattan the last time we lived up there. Joshua's birthday is in 10 days. Wow. Coming up pretty quick, Joshua. You cussed out people on the phone because I bought an item for $319 and it came broken. Well, I'd be upset too. I hope they gave you a refund on it or at least replaced the broken item when you got it. That's a lot of money to spend to have it broken when you received it. You're from Syracuse, New York. Well, good. And there's Cecilia West. Thank you for that. Congratulations. 10,022 subscribers as I speak. I didn't think I'd ever get there. Oh, no. It was not refundable, and you spent $319 on it, and it was broken when you got it. Oh, I would be totally pissed, Anthony. I would probably cuss them up one side and down the other. That's crazy, though. Why wouldn't it be refundable just because it was an engine motor? If it doesn't work, it's broken, they should have refunded your money regardless. That's what I said, Cecilia. Woohoo! I was, and I did cuss them. Oh, I'd be beyond mad if I spent $319 on something and they delivered it broken and then would not give me a refund. Oh, I would be beside myself. Well, goodness, y'all, we've been on here for 2 hours. I think we need to wrap it up. 2 hours is a pretty long time for a celebration for 2,000 subscribers, I think. Joshua said, do we need virtual fireworks for your celebration, Linda? Well, I don't have 410,000 subscribers, Joshua. I wish I did. I've only got 10,022 subscribers. Oh my God, if I had 410 1,000 subscribers, I'd be jumping for joy. Cecilia said she's late to the party. And Donna, she's off to dreamland. Good night. Okay. Everybody, I appreciate y'all coming in. I just wanted to share the good news and celebrate with y'all tonight for hitting 10,000 subscribers and beyond. I mean, I was just so happy when I saw that flash up last night. I said, oh my God, I did it. 10,000 subscribers. Yeah, there was 10,000 subscribers is what I hit. It was 10,014 subscribers. But we picked up a few more subscribers during the live. And the last time I looked a few minutes ago, it was 10,022 subscribers. Thank you, Anthony. Thanks again for everybody that came in my live, helping me celebrate my 10,000 subscribers. I appreciate it. Love all of you. Y'all have a blessed night. Well, thank you, MT. I'm thankful for all of you subscribers, too. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for everybody. I mean, y'all helped me get here, so. Yeah, now I got to hit 20,000, Cecilia. I'm aiming for 20,000 next. You should get a live outro, Linda. Huh. But anyway, thanks everybody for coming in. I appreciate it. Y'all have a blessed night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Please tell everybody to like, share, and subscribe to my videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye now. Love y'all.